Top 10 best-selling video games that have sold the highest.
Number 10. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt is a 2015 action role-playing game developed and published by CD Projekt. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt was released for PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One in May 2015, with a Nintendo Switch version released in October 2019. And PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions titled The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, which was released in December 2022. The game received critical acclaim, with praise for its gameplay, narrative, world design, combat, and visuals. Although it received minor criticism due to technical issues, it holds more than 200 Game of the Year awards and has been cited as one of the greatest video games ever made. The game has sold over 50 million units as of March 2023, making it one of the best-selling video games of all time. Number 9. Overwatch. Overwatch was a 2016 team-based multiplayer first-person shooter game by Blizzard Entertainment. The game was first released for PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One in May 2016, and Nintendo Switch in October 2019. Cross-platform play was supported across all platforms. Overwatch received universal acclaim from critics, who praised the game for its accessibility, the diverse appeal of its hero characters, its cartoonish art style, and enjoyable gameplay. Blizzard reported over $1 billion in revenue during the first year of its release and had more than 50-1 players after 3 years. Overwatch is considered to be among the greatest video games ever made, receiving numerous Game of the Year awards and other accolades. Overwatch has sold over 56 million units as of June 2022. Number 8. Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Is a platform game developed and published in 1985 by Nintendo for the Famicom in Japan and for the Nintendo Entertainment System NES in North America. Super Mario Bros. Is frequently cited as one of the greatest video games of all time, and is particularly admired for its precise controls. It has been re-released on most Nintendo systems, and is one of the best-selling games of all time, with more than 58 million copies sold worldwide. Number 7. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a 2018 action-adventure game developed and published by Rockstar Games. The game is the third entry in the Red Dead series and a prequel to the 2010 game Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2 was released for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in October 2018, and for Windows and Stadia in November 2019. It broke several records and had the second biggest launch in the history of entertainment, generating $725 million in sales from its opening weekend and exceeding the lifetime sales of Red Dead Redemption in 2 weeks. The game received critical acclaim, with praise directed at its story, characters, open world, graphics, music, and level of detail, but some criticism that its control scheme meant emphasis on realism over player freedom. It won more than 175 Game of the Year awards and received multiple other accolades from awards shows and gaming publications. It is considered one of 8th-generation console gaming's most significant titles and among the greatest video games ever made. It is among the best-selling video games with over 61 million copies shipped. Number 6. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a 2014 kart racing game developed and published by Nintendo for the Wii U. It retains the gameplay of previous games in the Mario Kart series, with players controlling a Mario franchise character in races around tracks. Mario Kart 8 was a critical success. Reviewers praised its gameplay and presentation, but the battle mode received mixed reviews. Critics praised Deluxe as the definitive version, Mario Kart 8, for its improved battle modes and presentation. Both releases have been named by critics as among the best Mario Kart games, and have won and been nominated for several awards. Mario Kart 8 is one of the best-selling video games of all time, at over 69.04 million sold. It is also the best-selling Wii U game at 8.46 million sold, and the best-selling Nintendo Switch game at 60.58 million. Number 5. PUBG Battlegrounds. PUBG. Battlegrounds, previously known as PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, is a battle royale game developed by PUBG Studios and published by Krafton. The game, which was inspired by the Japanese film Battle Royale 2000, is based on previous mods created by Brendan, PlayerUnknown Green for other games, and expanded into a standalone game under Green's creative direction. It is the first game in the PUBG Universe series. It was first released for Windows via Steam's Early Access beta program in March 2017. With a full release in December 2017, the game was also released by Microsoft Studios for the Xbox One via its Xbox Game Preview program that same month, and officially released in September 2018. PUBG Mobile, a free-to-play mobile game version for Android and iOS, was released in 2018. In addition to a port for the PlayStation 4, a version for the Stadia streaming platform was released in April 2020, with Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 versions being released in November 2020. The game has been free to play for all platforms since January 12, 2022. The game received positive reviews from critics, who found that while the game had some technical flaws, it presented new types of gameplay that could be easily approached by players of any skill level and was highly replayable. The game was credited with popularizing the battle royale genre, with a number of unofficial Chinese clones also being produced following its success. The game received several Game of the Year nominations and set 7 Guinness World Records. Among many other accolades, PUBG Corporation has run several small tournaments and introduced in-game tools to help with broadcasting the game to spectators as they wish for it to become a popular esport. It has sold over 75 million copies on personal computers and game consoles, is the best-selling video game on PC and Xbox One. Number 4. Wii Sports. Wii Sports is a 2006 sports simulation video game developed and published by Nintendo for the Wii video game console. The game was released in North America, along with the Wii on November 19, 2006, and in Japan, Australia, and Europe the following month. Wii Sports was well received by critics and audiences, and is considered one of the greatest games of all time. It was also a commercial success, selling 82 million copies worldwide, becoming the best-selling Nintendo video game, as well as the 4th best-selling video game of all time, and the best-selling game. Exclusive to one console, it has been featured on television, in Wii commercials, news reports, and other programming. The game has become a popular means for social gatherings and competitions among players of varying ages. Number 3. Tetris. Tetris was a puzzle video game developed by Mobile and published by Electronic Arts for iOS, Android, BlackBerry OS, and Windows Phone. The game featured gameplay like other Tetris titles, with a new soundtrack. The game reached 100 million paid downloads by 2010, making it the best-selling paid mobile game of all time, and 3rd best-selling game of all time altogether. It was discontinued and rendered inoperative in 2020 after its license expired. Number 2. Grand Theft Auto v Grand Theft Auto 5 is a 2013 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It is the 7th main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, following 2008's Grand Theft Auto 4, and the 15th installment overall. Grand Theft Auto 5 was released in September 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, in November 2014 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, in April 2015 for Windows, and in March 2022 for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. As extensively marketed and widely anticipated, the game broke industry sales records and became the fastest-selling entertainment product in history, earning $800 million in its first day and $1 billion in its first 3 days. It received critical acclaim, with praise directed at its multiple protagonist design, open world, presentation, and gameplay. However, its depiction of violence and women caused controversies. Several gaming publications awarded the game year-end accolades, including Game of the Year awards. In retrospect, it is considered one of 7th and 8th generation console gaming's most significant titles and among the best video games ever made. It is the 2nd best-selling video game of all time with over 195 million copies shipped, and one of the most financially successful entertainment products of all time, with over $8.5 billion in worldwide revenue. Its successor, Grand Theft Auto 6, is scheduled to be released in 2025. Number 1. Minecraft. Minecraft is a 2011 sandbox game developed by Mojang Studios and originally released in 2009. The game was created by Marcus Notch Persson in the Java programming language. Following several early private testing versions, it was first made public in May 2009 before being fully released on November 18, 2011, with Notch stepping down and Jens Jed Bergenston taking over development. In Minecraft, players explore a blocky, Pixelated procedurally generated, three-dimensional world with virtually infinite terrain. Players can discover and extract raw materials, craft tools and items, and build structures, earthworks, and machines. Depending on their chosen game mode, players can fight hostile mobs, as well as cooperate with or compete against other players in the same world. Minecraft has become the best-selling video game in history, with over 300 million copies sold and nearly 140 million monthly active players as of 2023. It has been ported to several platforms. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. And if you'd like to support me, you can find my BuyMeACoffe link in the description.